Did Melina have standards in the 8th grade? Maybe not. Maybe not. Was the bar in hell? Maybe. Maybe. Not no more. God on my side. This is like an unget ready with me plus story time plus tips and advice. Yeah, so I'm gonna take off this makeup. I really did not want to step outside because I was like very scared of my makeup. Maybe it's okay because we're gonna keep on getting better at this. We're gonna keep on getting better. And when it comes to like my face care routine, it's very simple. At first I was using just like Dove sensitive skin soap, and it was doing fine until I realized it really does dry out my skin. So I was able to get like a moisturizer, and that's what I'm using now. Oh, you guys, it's giving lifestyle influencer, gamer, whatever. Gaming videos every other week. It's Riri here. Hi. And my Valentine video, I was supposed to have it up last week. It's actually getting on my nerves. He can have both of them. I don't care. Now, I'm already beating allegations of I'm a furry. This is not... He's not a feline. I don't think. They can have anything. They need a hand, a kidney, a foot, a leg. I volunteer to strip you. They can all have my kidneys. What are you talking about? That's my baby right there. Don't play. Don't play. Y'all, I'm a mother. And Itachi. Baby, it's Itachi. Baby, I'm giving them everything. It didn't come out right. Just to give y'all some background information, Riri, aka Melina, in middle school, she was a different breed. I already did a story time about how he played me when we first met each other. So this is like after. What happened was, after I was kind of like, I don't want to really talk to you anymore. I kind of felt hurt. Like, you ain't tell me you was taking a whole girl out on another date. While you was talking to me, you made it seem like you only wanted to be with me. And we had a conversation about this before, and you lied. So the trust that was there, gone. After like a couple of months, I want to say 2 months, 3 months, it was time in between. My friend at the time, we were at the skating rink. She like texts her or calls her like, oh, tell Melina to text me. I'm in a good mood. I'm like, and I texted him, and we texted throughout the whole night, and I was smiling. It was nice. It was nice. Did Melina have standards in the 8th grade? Maybe not. Maybe not. Was the bar in hell? Maybe. Maybe. Not no more. God on my side. So he came his way back into my life, and you ain't got a clue in the fucking world. That's what I felt. So we're together, we hang out. My friend, we kind of met through her sister, and her would have like a lot of parties and stuff, and it was fun because like I was still in 8th grade and I get to like hang out at like these high school parties. It was nice, kind of. One thing that I liked it about C at the time was he's like a very social person. Like, he can talk to anybody, all up in everybody. He can talk to anybody though, and I really admired that because it was something that I always like struggled with, because I think I have like social anxiety. Yeah, so when we go out to parties, we would meet new people together. Little intermission. So basically, this is the suburbs, y'all. The party was partying. The police was outside in the neighborhood. The kids that were like intoxicated and like drunk or whatever, they walking outside looking kind of suspicious. So the police come in. Baby, when I tell you, when the police step in, people was dipping. It was running. People was slipping because I think it was raining outside. Y'all, it was funny. It was a Valentine's Day party. I was downstairs when they was slipping and stuff. It was funny. And then I went upstairs because I'm like, look, I ain't do nothing. Because everybody else is like hiding. Everybody's like, the popos here. We don't play about the popos. So we go into one of the rooms, and like we're meeting new people. And it was this girl in particular though. She was cool. People was adding each other on Snapchat. And so for the rest of the night, he's kind of in there like bonding with the other people and stuff. I didn't want to go into one of the back rooms because it was just too many boys for me. I'm gonna stay in the living room where it's light. The night pretty much ended. Fast forward, we texted. It was a lot of like, our relationship was really through like text because he lived on the other side of the town. When we would see each other, it was like occasionally, because like even though he had a car, he couldn't drive it just yet. And yeah, I had some friends and I wanted to see Captain Marvel because I love DC.
Look at this dude.
But at the time, Marvel was really popping, so that's what happened. It was a group of us. I was sitting next to oh, babes, don't say the name. And I think this was during the movie. I don't know why during the movie I took his phone, but I don't know, something in me just told me to take the phone. And I took the phone. I go on Snapchat and I'm like, oh, that's the girl that we talked to and we met together. And Baby, who's asking the girl for nudes? So I was kind of confused, like, it wasn't adding up. I went to the bathroom and I cried. I cried. My friends were there, so there was like a good support, but my thing is, it's so crazy because somebody could really hurt you and smile up in your face and then like lie about it. I was devastated. I was sad. And it was like, I know the relationship wasn't perfect, but for you to like step out of the relationship though, maybe I wasn't making it any easier. I always should have find out like I wasn't perfect, but to the sense of that, I took him back. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, I didn't break up with him. We talked. I remember crying really, really bad. For the simple reason because I didn't think it was going to get any better. Yes, that's why I said standards in hell. I didn't think it was going to get any better than that. I'm not going to find nothing like this again. I know that sounds sad. I feel like Melina was really in a bubble. And if I could just tell her now, Riri, be alone. It was just like, damn, I hated that I thought that way, but I'm happy that I don't think that now. So I wanted it to work out because like I love this person. You know, like, you know, he made a mistake, like we was gonna work it through. But I feel like because he made the same mistakes twice and it was a lot of like you couldn't even be like honest about it. I had to find out. It was just getting really sneaky and I'm like, I don't know, like it was always that thought he could be texting somebody else. He did it before. He did it twice, like. And I feel like over time my feelings started to decrease because I just felt like I don't want to feel like I constantly have to look over my shoulder or have this immense pain going into that new space. I didn't want that. My junior year is when we kind of like connected again. Not in like a way where it was like going somewhere. And I'm gonna be I don't know if I'm gonna say that. But yeah, I think one thing I do understand is I'm a very forgiving person. And that's crazy because I do believe that if younger Riri, if he would have only did that once, I feel like I would have really tried. And if I ain't seen nothing was getting better, then I'd probably be like, oh, okay, well, you know, it didn't work out. I don't know. I also didn't have a good structure of love. That's why I said I'm like, I wasn't perfect when it came to like the arguments. Like, oh, child, like I was arguing a lot. And I'm like, I don't want to be that angry person. Like, I don't want that. But I also realized like having that conversation with him and realizing like what I meant to him, I'm like, even with my flaws, he still like appreciated me and he still enjoyed like what we had. I kind of realized that like I'm not my flaws, I'm more than that. Relationships and stuff, I wish I would have really took the time to love myself because at the time I thought I did. I really did. It wasn't until like recently that I was realizing you don't love yourself. That's why you don't think you're deserving of things, and that's why you can't accept things as you wish or as easily as you should. You know what I'm talking about? Like if something good is happening, let it happen. I had to really break out that mindset. But when I understand something, I can't avoid it. You know, like once I realize something, I'm like, okay, let me change. Like, oh, like, okay. Maybe it's like the anxious part of me, like when I know that something's like wrong, I want to do everything I possibly can to like, what can I do to like fix it or work on it? You know, what can I do? Because I don't want to just not do nothing because that makes me freak out. I definitely feel like I wish I would have taken the steps before. When life came lifing, I received something really nice, but I feel like I wasn't ready for it. And I don't want that to ever happen again. And like I said, when it comes to relationships, you know, loving myself, and then number two is also trying to like understanding me. I feel like if I understood myself when it came to like the relationships after C, it would have been easier for me to navigate a relationship because I understood how I was. You know, I know who I am as a person. If I would have known that after the fact, I feel like my relationships after him would have been a slightly more different. It took me like 18-year-old Riri to understand why I would argue versus, well, how was I like 13-year-old? Like I never understood why I was doing that until now. You know what I'm talking about? Like if I would have really took the time to recoup and like learn myself and everything, what came after C, I would have knew myself. But you can't really dread about the past because I feel like the next time love comes knocking at my door, guess who's gonna be ready? I'm gonna be ready. For what I received, I'm very grateful because I don't want to receive anything lesser than that. I'm not talking about C. I'm not talking about C. I'm talking about, And I feel like that was something I will always remember, because like that particular relationship, I feel like kind of transformed me into like a young lady. And it wasn't perfect either. I feel like nothing in life is ever perfect, but instead of feeling regretful about something, I feel a little bit more appreciative. Like I'm glad I got to experience it. Loving yourself, understanding yourself. What's the other one? Oh, and then I think I also had to understand that with relationships, love is solely not enough. Love in itself, I feel like love is great. Love wins all, like, but when it comes to that relationship aspect, you need love, you need patience, you need forgiveness, you need gentleness, you need kindness. It's all these other ingredients that are just, they're so much important too, to make this cake that can taste so great. Yeah, you got the flour, but you ain't got the eggs, the milk, the water, the cooking oil. You ain't got none of that. What are you doing? I'm understanding that now. Like, it's not what it is just in the TV shows and the movies and the books. Love, love, no, baby. It requires the other ingredients as well. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do y'all have any, like, what's the best relationship advice you ever heard? Do y'all believe in love? Do y'all believe like hookup culture is taking over this generation? I don't know. Just share your thoughts down below. And yeah, bye.